Have I ever mentioned how much I love Petal Rain? It's just the most beautiful weather condition. Oh, hi, Mithra. But I didn't come here just to look at the rain. I want to finally go into the expansion pass and receive all the things I hadn't gotten yet. Because with that, I can go under here, and there, what? Won't be a portal? Here we go. Meh? Master Pawn, is something wrong? Tora, see unfamiliar object right over there. Do you think it's that mysterious light Zuo mentioned? It wasn't here before, that's for sure. No, I imagine I'd remembered. But what is it? Tora senses are tingling. If you're so curious, Tora, why don't we go check it out? Meh? No. Tora believed discretion is better part of valor. Curiosity kills more Napon than illegal. Maybe Rex check. Me again? Blah. Though I'd be lying if I said I wasn't curious myself. Just like when salvaging, if you don't take chances, you'll never make it to the good stuff. Right on, Rex. Go do your thing. On it. Please, just don't do anything reckless. You need Dromark and Poppy Alpha in the party to do this, and I totally forgot about that. So let's just head in.
Whoa! What is this place?
Very strange and mysterious is what?
This may not even be Allrest. Well, we'd better be on our guard.
Where are we? This place?
Shulk, maybe we should turn back. We don't even have our weapons. Huh?
The Monado.
And my weapons too.
I don't know what's going on, but I feel a little safer now. It's not the Bionis, but it's not the Mechonis either. We're in unknown territory, for sure.
Hey, Shulk. Someone's over there.
Huh? Should we talk to them?
Masterpon, humanoid life forms.
Their clothing style looked funny.
What should we do?
They look friendly enough. But it's just so strange, running into people in a place like this.
I'm not sure how to handle this.
Looks like we've got a problem.
It's good to help each other out. Tell us what's wrong.
Huh? Oh, we popped up in this weird place. That's what's wrong.
There is something strange about it, for sure.
Hey, Shulk. Looks like we're in the same boat.
Yeah, you're right. We all came here unwillingly. I guess we are in the same predicament.
So you don't know what's going on either?
That's right. I've no idea where this is or why we're here.
We're all clueless then. Well, why don't we team up? We can check this place out together.
Sounds good. Actually, I was about to say that myself.
My name's Rex.
And I'm Pyra. Call me Nia. Old Fairbag here is Dromark.
Tora is Tora! Please call Poppy Poppy.
You're a lively bunch. I'm Shulk.
And I'm Fiora.
Good to meet you.
Ah, likewise.
Awesome. I have this great feeling that everything's gonna work out fine.
Wow, your world seems way different from all the rest, Shulk. I can't even imagine. But they have a fair number of things in common. It's so curious. In any case, now that we know what what's what, we can start exploring this place in earnest. Not that there's much to see here. Shulk, Fiora, have you guys been here before? No, never. Fiora and I were just walking when suddenly we saw this old light. It turned out to be a portal. And Shulk being Shulk, he just had to stick his nose in and see what it was all about. Yeah, sorry about that. What happened to us was fairly similar. Tora also think like Shulk. Not care if curiosity killed Nopon. Cannot stop self from touching things. You made Rex do it, Tora. What are you talking about? Wasn't it our chum who did the deed, though? Fact is irrelevant. So the portal you came through is over there somewhere. Yeah, you came through a different one then. That's right. It's just over there. I can't see anything. Same here. I suspected as much. Each of us can only see the portal that we ourselves passed through. We can't travel to your world, Rex, and you can't travel to ours. So we can only meet here? It seems that way. It is decided then. We spend nice time chatting here? Ooh, shall I prepare some snacks? Oh, yes, please, Pyra. I'd love a bite. That's not such good idea. Who's there? That voice came from above. Over here. When did he? Is no big deal. Not for Nopon Arcsage. Who are you? Nopon Arcsage is great Nopon who, through endless training in many times and places, becomes sagest of sages. Even though Arcsage look even more little pawn than Tora. Such rude pawn! Despite appearance, Nopon Arcsage is 100,000,000 times age of Tora. 100,000,000? I'm not buying it. Friends believe or not, is not matter. But truth is truth, and truth is that Nopon Arcsage make this place. You made this place? Indeedy! But whatever for? To pose and witness overcoming of combat challenges of unimaginable and frankly unbelievable difficulty. He means to test our mettle then. Such a strange hobby for a Nopon to have. Yeah, that doesn't sound very pleasant at all. Meh? That's very upsetting to hear. As long as can get reward, Tora have no problem with challenging challenge. But of course, if friends can overcome challenges, Nopon Arcsage will fork over treats commensurate with results. Ooh, can Tora win special rare tropical edition of tasty sausage? That was actually not very tasty, so Nopon Arcsage liquidate stock. Meh, Tora come up with thing on spur of moment. Is really real product? May not have that particular item, but still many other rare stuffs to give. Sounds interesting, eh, Morag? I'd be lying if I said I wasn't curious. Well then, it sounds like we're up to a challenge. Shulk, Fiora, what do you think? If it was Ryan, I'd probably say no way, but I'm in. You can't really get to know someone without having a few skirmishes together, right? If Fiora's really feeling it, I'm in too. Super duper. But the way you guys fight is different from how we do it in our world. Why don't we take on a support role? Good point. It looks like we can summon our weapons at will. I guess that would make us like your world's blades. Wow, that's gotta be a nice skill to have. Going into Fiora with Going into battle with Fiora sounds like it'd be a trip. Looking forward to it. Well then, when friends feel ready, please give Nopon Archsage a shout. Then challenge battle can begin! Shulk and Fiora have joined the party. You can now engage them as blades. For starters, Rex is engaged on... No, Shulk is engaged on Rex and Fiora on Nia. Those happen to be the absolute worst possible drivers for both of them, so switch them off immediately. Players who use Nia in her blade form may have to return her to her driver form to be able to use Fiora as a blade. But from now on, you'll be able to engage them to any driver except Tora without having to use an overdrive protocol. To do so, simply select them on your chosen blade's engage blades screen. Feel free to experiment with Shulk and Fiora and see how they fit your battle plans. However, you won't be able to take them with you when you leave the Land of Challenge. When you travel through the portal and return to Allrest, Shulk and Fiora will be removed from the party, so be sure to factor that in when planning your journey. Rumor has it that various rewards that the Nopon Archsage gives out for his challenge battles is an item that will let Shulk and Fiora enter Allrest. If that sounds good to you, then by all means, be sure to tackle those challenges as they come up. We've reached the Land of Challenge, a place outside of Allrest. And we've got 2 new blades. I want to have a quick look at their affinity charts, because they're quite interesting. Shulk has Monado Purge, which can remove Awakened status. We haven't seen that yet, as it's a mechanic unique to Challenge mode, but this is an important art. You might want to consider having Shulk on the driver you're controlling just because of this. Monado Cyclone is just a good art, and Monado Buster just deals a lot of damage. His fourth special is called Unleash Monado, I think? Monado Unbound. And all of his, specials are references to Monado arts that he can use in Xenoblade Chronicles 1. Well, except Monado Unbound. That's a story event, and it's not really an art. And his battle skills are also things he can use in Xenoblade 1. Monado Speed increases evasion and accuracy of the team by 24 at max affinity, which happens to be a lot like Foresight. I think it's stronger than Foresight, no? It's just a weaker Foresight, but Foresight is still one of the best arts. And by arts, I mean skills. It's also a Monado art. Monado Enchant increases the damage dealt by the party at max affinity. Very strong. This is basically a small version of Dagas's ability, Kaiser Zone. And Vision can negate powerful enemy attacks using a button challenge. Basically, you'll get a button challenge, just hit B with perfect timing, and an attack will miss you. Fiora, on the other hand, doesn't have as many things that come from Xenoblade 1. They're very strong, though. Warrior Valkyrie increases party critical hit rate by 20% at max affinity. Now, you might be getting out your calculators, going to Mithra, saying, oh, I have, 45 crit rate, but I don't have my, if I put on massive melee Mithra, that'll bring it up to what? 56? 56. And you might be getting out your calculators, trying to figure out what you'll get from this by going 56 times 0.2. No, this is an additive. He increases the entire party's crit rate by plus 20%. Plus 40% at max level. meaning Mithra will have 96% crit rate. That is ridiculous. This is seriously one of the best skills in the game. Like, this goes toe-to-toe with Kaiser Zone. It's that good. Explosive energy increases damage dealt by 5% each time a crit is dealt. I don't even have to explain how good that is, considering he already has Warrior Valkyrie. And Unwavering Courage deals more damage for each enemy in the battle. Basically, Zenobia's greatest warrior. Her, specials are actually things that he can use in Xenoblade 1. However, they're pretty standard healer fare. Heal the party, absorb critical damage for some reason, and spawn an HP potion. So who are these best on? Opinions differ, but I tend to prefer... Where is she? I tend to prefer Fiora to go on Rex. Right.
We can do it! Counting on you.
And Shulk to go on Morag.
It'll be my pleasure.
Shulk is also pretty good on Zeke, and you might consider that. The reason Shulk is good on Zeke and Morag is because, for some reason, they gave him shield hammer animations for his arts. All the DLC blades with unique weapons have arts that have the exact same animations as a normal, common blade weapon. Like, the rock-wrecking gauntlets from Cressidus use, knuckle claw animations. In the same vein, the Monado uses shield hammer animations, and the knives use, twin rings animations. The reason I think Fiora is best on Rex is because of Screw Edge. That is a crit recharge AoE circle art. That is incredible. He doesn't really need Skyward Edge, so I think I'll switch that in. That said, he's also good on other characters. Zeke has Windmill Cutter to crit recharge with an AoE in front of him, as well as Morag. Everyone gets a crit recharge art except Nia, who gets a break art. That is the only way you're going to get driver combos with Fiora, but since he doesn't have the crit recharge, it doesn't really make sense to use Fiora on Nia, so... Also, you can totally give these guys new, core chips, so you might want to do that now instead of waiting till later. So, why don't we talk to the Nopon Archsage? Ah, Archsage see friend come bearing Nopon summons part 2. Is that meaning friend come prepared for anything? Should I be worried? New challenges Otherworldly Fighter and Poison Paradise are tough as nails. Need every preparation in book. Otherworldly Fighter. Whoever they are, that does sound like a challenge. That one is self-explanatory, friend. Friend try, friend understand. Hopefully, friend enjoy. But for Poison Paradise challenge, Archsage offer teensy bit of free advice. Setting is this. Poison monster appear suddenly in spring on certain island. What kind of poison monster? Name is Cloud Seba Fowler Ioth, and, true to name, he befoul pure spring, so now it become deadly and stinky. No place in battle is safe. Have to combat poison and enemies. Challenge is very high level tough one. Well, alright, but is it even possible to beat? Absolutely tootly. You see, Northern Archsage has prepared special antitoxin swamp combat gear for friends. Oh, nice. Does it work something like a salvage suit? Well, not quite. Salvage suit can be very constricting, cannot move freely, and not well suited for battle. Yeah, you're probably right. Therefore, Nabon Archsage prepare outfits that Nabon Archsage prepare not only mitigate poison, but also afford freedom of move. And you'll just let us have them? I would love nothing more. However, that got kiboshed by Orderly, who said best to trade for flawless Nabon stone.
Oh, I see. Trading it is then.
But though, however, Nabon Archsage really want friends to get them. Definitely for sure.
Alright, we'll do our best.
But though, however, Nabon Archsage asked, please friends not get too angry.
Huh? Why would we get angry?
I mentioned anti-poison properties before, but material with that property actually terribly expensive in current market. Nabon Archsage is, of course, big player, but even using all influence could only lay wings on bits and scraps. When make clothes for all friends, surface area per person turn out somewhat small.
Small? How small are we talking?
A boat worth of swimsuit.
Swimsuit?
Indeed, swimsuit.
So Pyro, Nia, and all the other guys would be wearing swimsuits?
Rex's interest is piqued.
Well, I maybe guess yeah, but... No, what am I saying? He'll strangle me if I find out.
Be calm to Rex's self. Surely, we'll be fine. Saying word swimsuit is just slip of tongue of Archsage. Correct term is special anti-toxin swamp combat gear. If not wear, then take poison damage. Is quite fearsome damage as well. Friends would die in 10 seconds tops.
I'm still not sure everyone will be on board with this.
It only way to clear challenge. There's no way around.
Right, fine. We'll do our best to collect flawless Nabon stone so we can collect the anti-toxin swamp combat gear. Then I'll do my best to convince everyone to actually put on the special anti-toxin swamp combat gear. And then we'll do our best to take out that Cloud Seeper Fowler eye off.
That is all Nabon Archsage asks for. Knowing Rex is just a matter of time before challenge crumple like wet tissue during allergy season. For sake of Rex, probably best not to mention that determined combatant can clear challenge even without gear.
Did he just say something? Now let's really talk to the guy, and you can see a list of challenge battles. Most of these have free slots for all your things, and some of them have fixed slots, like the Year's Hero Pawn. Titan Battleship Assault is just Jin, which is cool. They've all got difficulty levels determined by ram's heads, I guess. I'm not going to be doing all of these, but you can if you like, I guess. These are very much worth doing. You can get some powerful stuff from this. Let's just look at what you can get. Here you can trade Nabon stone for rare and special items, like Disguised Pyro will change the appearance of whoever bears it when equipped to that character. You can equip it to a different character if you want, but it'll act as a normal item in this case, and the character's appearance won't change. Earn as much Nabon stone you can by doing challenge battles. You can get a bunch of cosmetic items that also give usually pretty nice things. You can also get idea boosts for Tora. Why would you want idea boosts for Tora, though, you might ask? Well, for each level of an idea, you actually get 10% extra damage from using blades with the proper element. So if I'm using Mithra, since I have level 8 Justice, I'm getting an 80% boost to my damage. But since Tora doesn't get a lot of blades, which is what you use to increase your ideas, he doesn't really have very high idea levels. So if you want to be doing the maximum amount of damage possible, you're probably going to want those.
Friends best show what friends capable of.
I want to do pest control first, because that's one of the things that Fiora wants.
Welcome to Stage of Destiny. show them a thing or three.
In challenge mode, you fight waves of enemies. It's time to get stuck into challenge mode battles. The challenge begins when you see start appear on the screen. The arrow is pointing the challenge's elapsed time. Try to clear the challenge before the time limit is exceeded. Most challenges have a 1-hour time limit. And now the arrow's pointing to the number of ether cubes you've collected. The more ether cubes you collect, the more these boxes will fill up. The number of filled up boxes will affect which treasure you receive after the battle.
Let's keep on going.
Dang, what's found us?
We haven't really seen anything. When you defeat an enemy, get a level 3 blade combo or get a high level driver combo, enemies will drop ether cubes. That's the single for the next wave. A new wave is triggered after a certain length of time, or when the old one is defeated. The number of enemies varies on the challenge. And that's an ether cube. They disappear after a short time. Make sure to grab them. More ether cubes you have, better reward you'll get.
Dang, it's found us. I'll keep you safe.
After each wave, your characters receive their weapons, and that'll actually make their arts, basically all shut off. That's not great. So it can be quite a nice thing to just switch blades every time you clear a wave, so that you have more arts to use.
We seem to be doing just fine.
I'm on a roll.
It also makes desserts even more powerful than they already were.
It's found us.
Well done.
Ooh! That's what the vision looks like.
Yeah, this might. No one can stop us. Rolling smash.
Once you have all three, things, there's not much reason to collecting more ether cubes. However, Shulk actually has some affinity chart requirements that ask him to collect a bunch of ether cubes, so you might want to do that. His Minato enchant specifically asks you to collect 1,000 in one battle.
Tremble at our fearsome might!
Very good going.
You successfully completed the challenge. After you complete a challenge, you get a bit of extra time to gather up those ether cubes. After that time is up, you'll be automatically transported back to the land of challenge. I've already grabbed every ether cube, so I've just gotta let myself be transported back.
No way! We were awesome! Behold!
Gift of Archsage.
Treasure acquired.
After that, you'll get a
You're
bunch
all mine.
of treasure chests based on how many
You're all
ether cubes
mine.
you collected.
This power will help me protect you.
Charlotte taught me all I know about support.
In preparation for this episode, I actually grabbed a bunch of love
Having
sources so I
this
could
makes me
increase Shulk
real
and Fiora
happy.
to max. So I'm quickly going to do that.
I can keep on going.
I'm confident in my patience. It's not a dream, is it? Oh, happy day!
Caw, that's incredible!
I also decided to max out Ursula's affinity chart. She just needed a bit more trust.
I need to be even stronger.
Now that you've got Knob on Stone, you can trade it for any one of these. Oh yeah, it does actually. I could have sworn it didn't actually tell you which ones you had and which ones you didn't, but no, it gives you a little check mark. To equip this, just go into Pyra's things and put it on. And now you can have disguised Pyra whenever you want. Of course, I want Mithra. Well, next up, I think I'll show off how Shulk fights, with Morag at least, and I'm going to go into Bewitching Dance.
Welcome to Stage of Destiny.
The dwarves, hold your positions.
They're hungry and coming for them.
Come on.
There's more of them.
Morag is very good with a Monado. He's got some spicy things.
Waited for this all day.
He's got Steel Brand to topple the enemy, Echo Edge to increase topple damage. He's just got some good stuff. Her fourth art is good too, well I forget what it's called and what it does. But I'm certain it's good. I love how you can use Disguised Pyro whenever you want. Disguised Pyro looks so good. Here's Monado Buster. Looks almost the exact same as it did in Xenoblade 1, unsurprisingly, but... Yeah, this is not going to be a problem. I'm basically done. Topple it? I don't think I toppled it.
Decisive blow.
The enemy's element is now fire.
Get rid of the Plantus and burn. Oh, okay.
Yes, decisive blow.
Oh, I forgot to put Breaker back on. Whoops. Topple him. Ah, I got knocked.
Okay, watch this. Why not? Yes, for sure. Pyra.
You can do it, Rex.
Magnificent.
The future is ours. Got it well in hand. Okay, watch this. Why not? Very good going.
An arresting display of strategy.
Now, please to receive.
This is for a just cause.
Yeah, Shulk is just a very good blade.
This is for a just cause. This is for a just
Well, with that
cause.
done, I think I'm going to do a few more challenge battles to increase Shulk and Fiora's affinity charts. And next time on Xenoblade Chronicles 2, we'll be challenging that otherworldly fighter. See you guys then.